Darren Webster's missed double-8 for the match, and a gutsy 93 checkout by Ian Diamond White is what the Stoke man through to round 2 of the European Championship. All 3 of our matches so far have been very closely contested. It's been great to watch, and it's Ian White who'll meet either the top seed MVG or Jan Dekker in round 2 tomorrow evening. Well, next up, we've got a very tasty-looking match between 2 of the game's good guys, Big John Henderson and K.Anderson from Australia. He enjoyed the biggest win of his career at the Auckland Masters back in August. Let's see if he can pull off a first-round victory here. Over to John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Unibet European Championship, brought to you by the Professional Dance Corporation. At this time, we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world. It's time now to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the original K.Anderson and the Highlander, Big John Henderson!
This one could be a tight one again. K.Anderson took a big gamble to move over from Australia last year and take his place on the PDC Tour. But John Rawling, it seems to be paying off for him, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Kyle is a good player. Perth originally, now based in Nottingham with his partner Tara and his son Charles. And yeah, he went back down under this year and won the Auckland Masters. Beat Gary Anderson, Simon Whitlock, James Wade, on the way to playing and beating Corey Cadby in the final. And John Henderson, meanwhile, also had that terrific run, didn't he, in the World Grand Prix, Alan? Beat Michael van Gerwen, Alan Norris, Michael van Barneveld before coming up to Daryl Gurney. And that was his best performance for a long time.
Yeah, he had a great run there, Big John. The jolly Scotsman.
Comes from Huntly in Aberdeenshire, home of the Gordon's Highlander Regiment.
Certainly does some travelling as well. A long way away from everywhere, really.
He's a Celtic fan.
Well, certainly that run, as you mentioned, in the World Grand Prix, John, certainly does his confidence no harm whatsoever, as well as moving him up the rankings slightly.
Probably got his own thoughts on the situation at Rangers as well. They're looking for a new manager, I see, today.
But from K.Anderson's point of view, that fabulous win in the World Series event, he really needs to build on that, feed off that win, and get to do so. But there was quite a few TV events coming up towards the end of this year.
He had a cracking match last weekend, didn't he, Kyle, against Mensur Suljovic. Yeah. Lost 6-5, really narrowly in the German Dart Masters.
Well, he was 5-1 down, pulled it back to 5 apiece. It looked all and sundry like a good go through. Mensur took the double out with the last dart in what turned out to be a fabulous match. When at one point, Mensur was running away with it.
Remember Kyle 3 years ago getting that 9-darter against the bloke who we just saw win, Ian White, in the 2014 Worlds. Got a 9-darter and still lost 3-1.
Yeah, 2 in the afternoon and both players lost. Can you remember the other one?
I can. It was the Bull.
Correct.
Terry Jenkins. Can't remember who it was against. Needed the treble 20 for tops.
Should stay there.
91.
It's okay.
Well, 202. Anderson nicely poised on 60.
96.
Just in case.
60.
20 for tops. They have to move over It's quite high, that one.
Wrong side of the wire. And again.
40. John Newcar, 106.
Well, these are the moments in darts when your player throwing first has missed the double and you've got a chance of just over a ton plus finish, but he hasn't had the opportunity at the double.
46. Newcar, 20.
Double 10 again then for Kyle Anderson. This time he does get it.
K.Anderson.
Double at the third attempt, and Anderson takes the opening leg on the darts.
Fabulous rocking style. Hendo.
125.
First time they've ever played in a PDC match, these two.
That's a strange one, isn't it? When you, I know Kyle's been a reasonably newcomer, but he has been on the circuit for a few years. And Hendo, been here for quite a while.
He made the switch over to the PDC back in 2011, John Henderson.
123.
Done pretty well on the BDO side before, with 5 ranking titles.
They got to a
40.
European Tour final, didn't he? Was it last year, I think, the German Masters? And he lost on the last leg decider as well against Van Gerwen.
Best this year, a couple of quarterfinals.
85.
European Championship in Leverkusen, European Open rather in Leverkusen, and the Dutch Masters in Maastricht.
He's looking pretty good in this leg. Looking for a setup from 1-6A.
100.
Kyle Anderson still a little bit back. Not halfway through the leg yet, but that can change as we've seen.
45.
Well, that's not good, and if Anderson gets a big visit here, that 1-2-3 is going to look a bit challenging, but it's not happening.
41.
No, he's got away with it.
123.
Well, he doesn't need to go the traditional route for 1-2-3, which would, starting on treble 19, with Kyle Anderson way back on 2-4-0. Hasn't hit a treble yet, so he's making hard work of this,
57.
despite still leading in the leg by some significant margin. Not anymore.
Well, it'd be handy if he could get a third. That's very good indeed. And it puts an altogether different complexion on this 66. That's a great first dart. Double 18, yes! 66 and the match is squared up.
Well, in the context there, that was fabulous from John Henderson. Because Kyle Anderson was such a long way behind the leg. John was making a little bit of a mess of it. Maximum from Kyle, put the pressure on. But Big John, 2 darts, no problem. Wonderful
99.
darts from the Scotsman.
Kyle Anderson got to the quarter-final last year, lost out to Peter Wright. Best performance for John Henderson was the quarter-final as well in 2015.
This is looking good. Looking very good.
John's wife Veronica cheering him on.
57.
Henderson will be looking at the score here. He's going to have to move. Is it a treble now? So should leave a finish. Well, leaves a better one with a treble with the third dart.
Certainly does now. 88 and Anderson 176. There's not a lot you can do about it apart from put some pressure on. Great first dart. Tremendous second dart coming down now. Well, that is a nice setup.
Well, similarities to the last leg, where Kyle Anderson hit a 180 to leave himself 60. Oh, this time Hendo can't quite hit that winning double.
So tops for Anderson. Steady the buffs. Shake of the head. Reset. And get it.
Just shows that a player that does that is keeping his concentration and focus pretty well. Just lost his momentum a little bit, stood back,
29.
checked out the target and pinged it, no problem. 2-1 to Kyle Anderson.
99.
Going with the throw so far.
Not Happy with that second dart. He had all the bed to aim for there.
A wee bit
Disappointed.
unlucky with the third as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, a bit disappointed with himself there because he knew after that first dart had an open bed to aim for.
Kyle really wanted to jump all over that and just to tighten his grip on it, and he's not capitalised as he might have done.
Downstairs.
Started playing, apparently, Kyle Anderson, when he was 6 years old. When did you first pick up an arrow, Alan?
Oh, I was a little bit older. About 16, 17 maybe.
79.
Didn't coincide with you first having a crafty underage one, did it? No, perish the thought.
Definitely not.
Perish the thoughts.
Good darts from Henderson. Moves himself 147.
So 147, Anderson not on a finish, so 6 darts from here. But he'll want to make some inroads, could do with the treble, and he's found it. Nice last dart.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that visit. 10 for tops.
Well,
That's a bit unlucky, isn't it? Had it surrounded. So he's got the big 10, tops now.
He almost blocked the double 10, didn't he? So good though he did hit the big 20 with the second dart, because I don't think he would have been able to get that double 10.
116, Anderson, good first dart. 16 now for tops. Tops, 1 dart at it, and beautifully taken. That's the break of throw. 3-1, a 1-1-6 checkout.
Shows you what these finishes can do in the context of a match. But as we've seen with the first 3 matches, John,
100.
he couldn't really pick a winner towards the end. It all had a little bit of a strange ending.
$95.
Averages very similar at this stage. 92, the pair of them. And bits.
57.
It's pretty decent. 4 out of 10 on the doubles between them. Big luck to Henderson, you've got to say.
Here's a real rocking style, as you described it earlier on, John Henderson. Have another look when he comes back. He really sways.
134.
Big lad. Just watch from side on.
Topic of conversation, isn't it? Because so many players have so many different styles, but John Henderson's there, look at that.
I think we can say it
Certainly is a
works.
target. Maximum from Hendo. Giving himself a great opportunity here.
Well, it'll be handy to get the immediate break back. That's a brilliant visit from Anderson. Superb. So 105 for the break back. 5 for tops. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. He's got a big 12.
He's done an Ian White. Ian White did it 3 times in his match. That could be crucial, because he gives Kyle Anderson 3 darts at 30. Mad with himself. He really is annoyed.
81.
So Kyle Anderson, this is for 4-1. We've got an interval at the end of this. Big dart this is. He's got to get it in now. Oh dear, dear, dear.
Well, sometimes at 15 it gives you that sort of false throw, because you don't want to split it, so you tend to throw too far right.
Well, should he have gone 10 double 10? I wonder. Double 3 now for Henderson. Well,
18.
Anderson's got away with it.
All 4 players have had the opportunity to take this leg. It could have been 3-2, could have been 4-1.
Double 4. This is for 4-1. Yes, this time Anderson goes to the break with a commanding advantage. Henderson looks a little bit disconsolate. He knows that that one slipped away, and Anderson goes into the little mini interval at 4-1 up. Welcome back to the European Championships here in Belgium. Kyle Anderson leading John Henderson The Australian ahead of the Scotsman, and it's 4-1. Big John will have the darts when the action resumes, but he's going to have to hit some absolutely sublime darts soon, otherwise Kyle's going to be moving nicely through.
Massive lag, that last one before the break.
Sixth
Big
leg
chance
is
for Henderson to get back to 3-2.
Game on.
Not to be. Phil Tass now knows he's got to start producing his best. His scoring hasn't been too bad. 1 out of 7 on the doubles, but the timing as well of the missed doubles, giving Kyle Anderson the opportunity. The race to 6 will be over pretty quickly.
First round losers here take 5,000 quid out of the £400,000 prize pot. Second round, if the winner here is guaranteed at least 10,000, progressing towards what would be the champion's prize of 100 grand.
135.
Certainly a big opportunity for some of these players. Some pocket money, get themselves up in the rankings, gain some more confidence for the remainder of the season. Some big events coming up, as well as this one.
Continuing on ITV in Scotland for you next week, up at the Braehead Arena.
Yes, we love Scotland. Can't wait to get up there.
60.
End of the month, the Players' Championship final, end of November, that is, down in Minehead. Always good fun going down there as well.
Well, he missed the 25 for the sequence.
92.
And that's okay.
154.
It can be done. Not now, though, so Anderson will come back, needing tops to take another one against the throw, and this is to put him within one leg of victory. Tops.
And it really would be, well, it is an uphill struggle now for John Henderson. He's had a couple of chances, hasn't taken them now. He's got to win every leg.
Yeah, it'd be Houdini stuff if he gets out of this.
140.
After that fabulous win from Kyle Anderson, his first TV event win in Auckland, he's very buoyant. Hasn't really, you've got to say, followed that up, but it just shows you how tough the circuit is nowadays.
I bet he enjoyed it, though, putting Corey Cadby in his place. He'd have liked that.
Yeah, it was a fabulous final for all those down under.
A bit of Aussie rivalry. He's not short of a viewer.
It's also good to see two different people in a final as well.
Absolutely. Corey's not short of a view or two, is he? That's brilliant from Big John.
What's his third maximum? The scoring has been pretty good, still averaging 94, so nothing wrong with that.
140.
Just needs to take his chances when he gets them, but needs to leave something here. Can't afford a single 20. No, can't leave it finish now.
Well, Kyle Anderson's 2 darts away. Tony requires treble 20, first port of call. No, 80 left. Double 10 now.
90.
He's got another visit, though.
Well, it could be in his head, particularly splitting it as well. Double 5 is not the easiest one on the board, so that's what John Henderson's got to be thinking here. I've still got a chance.
Well, that's a good visit. 63 required, so double 5 for the match. He's going straight at it. And he's got it. Good finishing from Kyle Anderson. And he swept away the big man. John Henderson, who got to the semi-finals of the World Grand Prix a few weeks ago. It's not to be his time here in Belgium. Kyle Anderson marches on and has won it very emphatically. The final score, Anderson 6, Henderson 1, Australia subduing Scotland.